Hey Amyra, welcome to Bollywood Life.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so it was your birthday day before yesterday. Tell me, how was your quarantine birthday?
It was definitely a very shant birthday, something I have.
Celebrated happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, it was definitely celebrated in a way that I haven't celebrated it in a long time. So yeah, but I got to spend it with my parents, and I got to spend it in my old childhood home because I live alone. So I've been staying with my parents since this lockdown, like 3 weeks after the lockdown began. And yeah, it was a very shant birthday, which is going to be re-celebrated once this lockdown is over.
All right, we'll hope for that. The lockdown gets over very soon. So let's talk about something. Since the time you have come in the industry, Amyra, you have got an audience that is a niche audience that likes you. Okay, that respects your work. They also praise your work. So tell me, how does that make you feel when so many people are loving you? You know.
I feel very happy, and it just makes me like, like then you just feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Because so many times, I mean, we come into the industry and we're not around like the best people all the time. So you don't know whether what you're doing is right or what you're doing is wrong. But then, like, you see the kind of support you kind of get. And even though I haven't done so many movies, whatever I've done, I mean, the kind of fan base that has sort of come out and started supporting me. I mean, I just feel like, okay, I'm sort of on the right track and I'm going on the right road. So, yeah, and it makes me want to just push myself even harder and like do better work and make them even more prouder. So, yeah, but now I think everybody wants me to do a comedy. So they're like, stop doing such serious roles, do something fun now. And I'm like, no, I only have serious projects.
Right. But you'll do good in comedy. You see, you're laughing so much, you'll do good in comedy.
Yeah, but like I feel like my entire life sometimes is a comedy, and I feel like I have such a dark, sarcastic kind of sense of humor. So my comedy is very different from what people perceive it to be. Like I'm not like this happy, bubbly person all the time. Like I have a very dark humor that I've gotten from my dad, I think. And yeah, so for me, I would probably want to do something like a horror comedy because that's again more my kind of genre, or like a black comedy. So yeah, so that's my space when it comes to doing something that's in that funny zone.
All right. So let's make a producers and directors out there. Knock knock. Amaya is looking for a dark comedy role. Can you guys just call up for audition?
Anytime, happily to audition for that.
All right. So tell me. I know a lot of people might have asked you this question. What you've been doing during this lockdown? So tell me, lockdown is over. Again, few more days to go. What are you gonna do after this for the remaining lockdown period?
Yeah, I'm working out now. Like you said, it was my birthday day before yesterday, so I really indulged. I allowed myself to just go a little too hard on the food, and I finished like half my cake on my own. Because there's not really people to send it to, and we don't want it to go bad, and you shouldn't waste food. So, yeah, ate half of that. But yeah, I'm just working out, keeping my social media content up because now, as soon as the lockdown ends, I'm not gonna have as much time to like make the funny videos or the dance videos that I've been doing. I'm getting back to my scripts, just preparing because I know as soon as this lockdown ends, there's going to be a major date clash with everyone. So it's best to just know all my lines now and not worry about which project I'm shooting for and, oh, I didn't practice this or that. So yeah, we're basically getting ready to start shooting again and to start working again and to expect that hectic schedule, which I've really missed.
Right. So, but tell me, see, the cinema is not going to be the same what it used to be now. Once the lockdown is over, it's going to be a different world out there. In that world, the OTT platform is booming. So, do you think OTT will take over, will like get inclined toward OTT more? And I think so. Cinema will only be there for the blockbuster, the big movies, multi-star movies. What do you think about that?
Yeah, in a way, I feel like anyway that was kind of happening where OTT was sort of taking over and coming up with some amazing content, whether it was a series or a movie. I mean, even if you take a film like Extraction, I mean, I loved it. I didn't care that it was like just on Netflix and not released in the theater, because ultimately, I mean, we are a very on the go kind of generation. And for someone like me, when I travel from Mumbai to Chennai or Mumbai to Hyderabad, I'm constantly like traveling. I want to watch something. I don't want to be on a plane where my mind is like on the fact that it's a flight and all, because I'm scared of flying. So I honestly watch a lot of movies. So for me, a Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar is a must, and I need to see something new, something that'll like keep my mind of everything else. So I feel like it was happening, but now I feel like because of the pandemic and because of the panic and fear that it's created, a lot of people aren't going to be going out that much. And I believe, for example, Netflix's viewership had just doubled in this month,
Right.
because of this. So it's incredible to see how people are actually like sort of taking it in and being like, okay, now this is sort of the future. So it's quite interesting to see. I have 2 shows with Amazon, which I'm very happy about. But that was before the pandemic. And now I'm waiting to see how content is also going to be picked up, because now it's going to be all about that. You're not just going to go spend money to see something that's probably not very smartly written and not very well directed just because you've got a big star. Now it is about the content, and now even like it's a lot of players are coming in, so it's going to be really interesting to see where cinema actually goes and where Bollywood actually is taken.
All right. So talking about the 2 Amazon series, that project, can you tell us something about that? Because what's happening there?
So the first one is Tandav, and that we finished shooting. That's the one with Saif Ali Khan, with Sunil Grover, Gauahar Khan, Dimple Kapadia. So it's got a huge ensemble cast: Zishan Siddiqui, Kritika Kamra. It's a major political thriller. It's been directed and written by Abbas, Zafar. So yeah, it's in this sort of like slightly violent space, which I love. So for me, any good thriller that's like got that. Yeah, I know. It's really cool because it's genuinely full of suspense. Every episode is gripping, and I remember I read the script and I was just like, but I don't have much in season 1, and then I was just like, okay, fine, season 2 looks kick-ass. Yeah, I'm in this. So it's really cool to see how your character also develops from season 1 to season 2, and how someone who's small in season 1 is just going to blow up in season 2, and it's crazy. It's actually pretty crazy. And I'm somebody who's very interested in politics, and I believe even now, because everybody's just seeing the way our country is being ruled. So I feel like politics itself and the interest is sort of budding. So it's a great topic also to be a part of at this point. And the next one is Dongri to Dubai. And I was
Dubai.
Yes. I was in the middle of shooting for that when they called the lockdown. So I think that's going to be the first project I'll be getting back to, because we had a deadline, and now I guess the deadline's going to change. So I mean, that's also another lovely violence crime drama, and it talks about the early life and how Dawood became Dawood Ibrahim, and it's exciting. It's really exciting.
Yeah, it's basically based on the book, right?
Yeah, it is the book. It's the book, and the screenplay has been adapted by Hussein Dalal. So we've got a very good, we've got a very, very good team, I would say.
All right, we'll be looking forward for that. We'll do amazing in that as well, as usual. Yeah. But I want to talk to you about this Have you heard about the Locker Room Boys page on the Instagram? What's happening out there? Have you heard about this page? So as a woman, how that make you feel when you first see such horrific and such kind of comments and such kind of posts? What makes you feel like that? What goes in your mind when you see all that?
See, more than me, I actually have 2 nieces. One is 16. She's going to turn 16 this year, and the other one has turned 14. So for me, I think that's where it really hit me, because I mean, it's like they could just be talking about them at the end of the day, and it's really scary because I mean, even we were young, even I've said so much crap while I was growing up, like so much. And I actually have a younger brother, so I've been around boys a lot. And even the way they talk, sometimes even I wanted to slap them, but it was never like this. It was never, nobody ever took rape as a joke or spoke about gang rape the way they did. And I mean, fine, you want to objectify women? Yeah, you're stupid when you're young. You do really, I mean, your hormones are raging. You say a lot of crap. I'm not even saying no. But this was way too far. And that's what scared me, that if rape is taken so lightly at this age, if boys think that they can talk about girls and threaten girls and just pass around pictures like it's nothing at this age, then what are the kind of men you're creating? So for me, it's not even about, look, I don't think that they should go through any criminal punishment, to be honest. I think that's just going to create more hatred towards women and more hatred for basically not really seeing what they've done, but them just being like, Are yaar, I just said this, I didn't mean it that way. Instead, I really feel like they need to be educated and meet some of the survivors who've actually survived rape and molestation, and who are the women who are willing to talk about it, because I feel like once they understand what a woman has gone through, it won't be a joke anymore. And that's what I think should happen, because at the end of the day, just slapping them with a complaint or an FIR is not going to do anything. It's just going to piss them off even more. Here we need to sort of make them understand that listen, it's not a joke. It is a very serious matter, and what y'all have said is not funny and cannot be said in a funny manner, because you meet these women and you see what they've gone through, and that empathy is what brings about change. Not violence, not anger, not criminal punishment, but genuine empathy and understanding. And that's what I'm hoping happens, because everyone's like, no, these boys should be put in jail and the police should take this seriously and all, but I just feel like that's just causing more and more angst to the situation.
Because me being a guy, me being a boy, once when I went through all that, I was myself disgusted. I'm like, am I from the same species, or like what do you say? Am I from the same men zone? Because it's not even spoiling your name, it's spoiling the whole men of the world. That's not done, right? So I was trying to think what can be done to tackle such problem. So social awareness, like I said, that's the best thing. This young boys to not objectify women in such a way. I guess that's the best option that we can take right now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, we've all been young, we've all been there where we said something stupid, but I feel like some of these boys are so sheltered, they've probably never met a victim of like abuse. Forget rape, forget molestation, but genuinely, like you've not seen the side where a woman is helpless, where she's raised you, she's taking care of you, and you can still talk about her like that because you're young, so you don't really think that way, you don't think maturely. But like I said, the fact that gang rape and rape has become a joke is not okay.
So I guess let's all work together and make this world a better place and a safe place for women. That can be done. We all can work towards it.
I mean, more than us, this is where the schools actually have to sort of do something, because I mean, here that's where they spend most of their time. That's where they interact with the girls, to be honest. So it's actually now something that our education system has to sort of implement in a way that, okay, this is okay to say, and this is absolutely criminal. You can't say this.
Right. So true. Okay. On a lighter note, I have some social media questions for you. Fans have been asking such questions. Okay, so let me shoot the first question for you. Okay, the motion that I got from the audience, the first one is like, if you had an option with a celebrity, which celebrity would you choose?
For a lockdown?
Yeah, like a partner for lockdown.
I would say Deepika, because the way she's cooking, I really want her to cook for
me. Okay. That's a very good option. I just hope Ranveer let's her go out of the house first.
Like she would best though, because she looks like she can make anything now.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, so the next question that I have is like, okay, what shows are you currently binge watching and you recommend your fans to watch?
So there's a really nice show called How to Get Away with Murder. It's a law. Listen, it's a law crime drama. It's brilliant. I love it. I love all these suspensions, but on a lighter note, you can watch another show called Working Moms, which is really funny. There's another like sort of funny thriller show called Good Girls, which I would really recommend because it's got a bit of comedy, but it's also like gripping. Movies. I haven't seen many movies. I've just been like binge watching shows because I don't want to
All right.
get like unentertained after 2 hours.
Yeah,
So,
this is over. What next to do?
exactly. Even The Walking Dead, love it. It's 10 seasons. Enjoy. Like you're set for a month with this show. Otherwise, I've also been watching The 100, which I've really enjoyed. Then even Jamtara is a nice show, huh? So
Yes.
whoever wants to like see a little bit of con artists, you should watch that. And She, I really enjoyed She.
That is also a good one. Good recommendations, yeah? Okay. So the next question is like since we all are locked in, what is your least favorite activity and your favorite activity at home?
My
Including Jhadu Pocha.
Listen, luckily I am locked in with my parents and we've got all our mates because two of them are from Nepal. So they wanted to stay here because they have no way to go home. And so we're all chilling. I'm having a blast.
Lucky you!
I'm learning a little Nepalese because there's nothing else to do. So they're teaching me. But yeah, we're all having fun. We're playing cards. I love playing cards with my dad. So when he comes back from work, after he comes back from the hospital, he's just like chilling with me, playing some cards. I discovered that my mother cannot play Uno. She's got some weird brain thing when it comes to that. So she's really struggling. But yeah, I mean, she tried to teach me how to cook. That is my least favorite activity because I don't enjoy spending time in a hot kitchen making food. I feel like I would rather just order it. Plus, my brother's the chef in the family and he's in London, so I'm just gonna let him have that. But yeah, I mean, we're all staying positive basically, and just making sure that none of us get super bored where we're getting on each other's nerves and giving each other thoda space. And when one of them wants to go down for a walk, I'm the one who goes with them to make sure that they actually behave themselves because our parents have started becoming very immature and silly sometimes. To, as children, we need to make sure that they behave themselves right now.
True.
So it's all good.
All right, that's a very good one. Okay, so tell me, they say we make a habit or break a habit in 21 days. We had so many days to make or break a habit. Did you make a habit or break a habit? Anything?
Not at all. I really wanted to write because I do write in my free time, but I haven't been very inspired. So I just don't feel like doing it. But yeah, I was supposed to also send all my bills and get everything together since my accountant said you've got so much free time, so you can do it. But I haven't because I just don't want to go there. So.
All right.
Absolutely not productive during this lockdown, I have to say.
All right. So talking about this productivity, the next question that comes in, like a lot of youngsters are really taking the pressure of being productive during this time. They're like, I don't have anything to do. What can I do? Should I wait for it or should I join something, do something? They have a lot of pressure going on in their mind right now. So do you think taking that pressure is good right now? They can just sit, chill back, like chill and like do whatever they want to do later?
See, I get being frustrated because you're bored, so you can definitely pick up a hobby, do something that will make you happy. But the pressure of having to be productive right now shouldn't be there because, look, you don't have access to a lot of things. Yes, we are lucky we're in the generation of Wi Fi, so you can get a lot of information online. But at the end of the day, if you don't feel like doing something, if you do feel a little lazy, if you feel a little flustered, I mean, don't beat yourself up about it. Honestly, no one is really being that productive. I don't know a lot of people who picked up a new skill, or even my director and writer friends have not been writing a lot. They've openly said, like, listen, if we feel like writing, we write. If we don't feel like writing, we don't write. Because at the end of the day, you are in a position where it is extremely frustrating. You are going to feel anxious. So don't give yourself that added pressure, that added, like, little beating in your head, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure like 80% of the population is just chilling.
That's true. That's true. That's so true. Okay, so the next one is like, are you following any beauty regime to keep your skin good or something like that? Can you recommend few packs or anything for homemade packs?
So I am just like, luckily, touch wood, I haven't been putting on makeup. So these 2 months of just my skin breathing have really helped it. But otherwise, I'm very like aram say that way, because you can't like really do too many things to your skin. So for me, it's just like washing, exfoliating your face with a exfoliating face wash, and any homemade mask that you want to do. So if you've got dark circles, potato juice, I'm not kidding, like literally potato juice is the best thing to put under. It's the best for dark circles. If you want that glowing skin, I would recommend making a tomato and apple paste. So you basically take half a tomato, half an apple, you have to grind it together, literally make it into a paste, drain out all the water, and apply that as a face mask for 30 minutes and just wash it off. That causes your skin to like glow, and it actually helps you because it's a lot of vitamin A. So it pumps back a little bit of collagen into your skin. But otherwise, yeah, I would say that's basically it. You can even put a little dahi on your face if you're feeling like you've got a lot of dry skin. That's very good for rehydration. But otherwise, just cut out the makeup. I mean, even if you want to do videos and all, just make sure you've got good lighting. You don't need makeup. Let your skin breathe. I mean, take this time to allow your skin to basically breathe and get all your nice collagen cells back. That's all.
Right. Okay, that's a very good recommendation. Okay, so the last thing that I'm gonna ask you right now, see what's going outside is it's really dangerous and horrifying what's going outside. People are still not understanding that they don't have to go outside. It's not safe. They have to keep themselves safe and their family safe. But when celebrities like you talk, they try to listen. Okay, they try to listen and actually give a ear. So I would urge you to just give a shout out to such people, ask them to stay home, keep their family safe and the surroundings safe. Can you do that?
Of course I can. I mean, here I'm sitting at home with my family. I go down with my mother to make sure that she doesn't, she wears her mask, she doesn't touch anything, she doesn't do any of that. So, I mean, here it's just about you being a responsible person, and it's about you taking care of your family. And more than anything, forget the other people. But if you decide to go out, if you decide to like sort of break this lockdown, you are harming your loved ones. Forget anyone else, but literally you will be like, if God forbid, if any of your parents do get COVID and you realize that it's because of you, because you went out, you'll never be able to live with yourself. So why do that? So just stay home, listen to your CMs and your politicians. When they say stay home, they have a reason for it, and just wait it out. I mean, you're not alone. We're all in this together, and we are all waiting it out.
Yeah, and I hope the world that we go in is gonna be more humble, more supportive, and more appreciative towards humanity. I hope so. So thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you so much for chatting with me. It's amazing. We'll do this in person when everything is over. I'll see you in person and we can do this interview in person, right?
Definitely.
Thank you so much for your time. It was sweet talking to you.